This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Philly, Joe, Vicky. Vicky's away on vacation, so it's Philly and Joe, 6:11. Good morning.
Yeah, listen, the Bone Phone's coming up in 10 minutes. If the Bone Phone banker's around, I'd like to talk to him about a line of credit. This betting on the Jets thing isn't working out so great.
He is not on the Bone Phone today, but he's
busy
always
working.
Yeah, he's always there with the advice, so maybe he will call in eventually. But yeah, the Jets, it's just one of those seasons. It happens. It's happening to the Leafs. You know, even Colorado's had disappointing seasons with their star-studded lineup. So things go off the rails quick in hockey.
I'll tell you, it's interesting this year because we were listening to one of the commercials, the Olympics, starting next week, end of January, tomorrow.
Yep.
Like, man, this year's off to a flying start. And then the Olympics will be a nice break. We'll see a different version of hockey. Looks like the rinks are going to be ready now. I made a phone call. Some of the relatives out in the homeland, and
Getting it ready?
No worry about it.
I don't
That's
understand.
what they're saying, Phil.
You've got how long to prepare? And I'm not attacking your homeland, Joe, but I don't understand. You got how long do you have to prepare for the games? And they're like right on, like barely got the rink ready for international hockey for the ice hockey competition.
They're artisans, Phil. That's what they do. They work. They're on their own schedule out there. They said it'll be ready. Right? Why is everybody in a panic?
I truly can't wait for the Winter Games, though. I love the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Like just the drama, the following different events, basically sports you wouldn't normally watch the rest of the
High-risk
year.
stuff.
Yeah, like your bobsled and your even like figure skating if a Canadian athlete is doing well, and then the hockey is going to be out of this world.
The figure skating stuff, to be honest, I don't understand well enough because I can't skate. So every move out there looks impressive, and then the judge will give one
Just standing up.
Yeah,
if you
standing up on skates should be the Italian judge gave him a 10.
How did you give him a 10? He could stand up. That's better than I could do.
Took his guards off his skates and stood on ice.
No, I don't really get that either. But
because it's dancing and it's all that incredible how they spin and trust each other with a blade that close to your face and everything else. Sometimes
snowboarding, like it's all just. I really enjoy the Winter Olympics. I do, and I
agree. Hockey obviously is the biggest. But,
the women and the men.
Yeah, the women start 3 days before the men do. By the way, they start midweek next week.
Feb 6. Is that the opening ceremonies?
I believe, and hockey I think starts before that. Even remember how they start some sports before?
Why do they do that? I don't like that.
I think the women start on the 3rd. Okay. I believe I heard yesterday. The 3rd for the women, opening ceremonies on the 6th, and the men start like on the 11th or something.
Not February 6th, opening ceremonies from Italy. Does it mean more to you, Joe, with it being in the homeland?
No, it means more to me that it's about 6 or 7 hours difference in Europe. And I'll tell you, I did more math with the last Olympics 4 years ago, right, when they're out of... than I did in high school math, like trying to figure out the hours.
So does that mean there'll be events on when we're sitting here at work in the morning?
Yeah.
Potentially?
Yeah, they're 7 hours ahead, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Their afternoon night will be our morning. So a lot of those hockey games might be in the morning.
Oh, wow. Wow, that could be kind of neat.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be all over it, obviously. Vicky, I know we're going to have to put Vicky on some events because was it a few weeks ago? One of us was like, "Are you excited for the Winter Games?" She's like, "Nope."
No.
And then,
are you going on vacation to Mexico a week early so you don't miss the Super Bowl? Nope.
Nope. Don't care. But we'll try to sell her on the Olympics when she gets back.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the Bone Phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Hey, my name's Don, and I drive down Main Street every morning, and I'm quite disappointed with City of Winnipeg that from Disraeli to Higgins, in our most vulnerable spot of, Winnipeg's most vulnerable, there's no streetlights. It's like, what? Oh, WTF? Why do they not have these streetlights working in such an area that people just cross the streets, and you really need to watch out for them. So, yeah, this is a cry to the city of Winnipeg. Fix those damn lights.
You know, it's not uncommon for me to buzz through an area and think, man, the streetlights could be brighter here. You know, it sounds like these are completely out.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get a response. We tend to, as we well know.
Well, the bulbs have changed, right? They're those LED bulbs now. So the streetlights aren't as bright as they used to be when we were growing up.
Like, for example, on the perimeter, those new stretches of perimeter, they're so bright. It's nice. And then you get to certain areas of the perimeter, it's very dark feeling. And you're like, oh, man, it'd be nice if the entire perimeter was bright like the new sections.
Yeah, that's not going to happen in our lifetime.
No kidding. That's because that would come with a big expense, I assume. But
yeah.
Anyway, we'll see if we can't get some results for you. And as far as I can tell, Don, that might be a first-time caller. So, Donnie.
Somebody just let us know that is hydro.
Oh, we get that. Yes,
not the city that take care of the lights. Thank you on the Boston Pizza text line. And then we got, how about this? I'll look into it. So somebody from Hydro texted us saying, hey, it's Hydro, not the city, and I'll look into it.
Are we any
That's a great call right there.
Let me tell you.
Hero of the month, and it's January 30th. Waited right down to the wire.
And I was going to say, Donnie, you call anytime. I think that might have been his first call to the bone phone.
Okay.
Here's one about snow clearing that will get some reaction because we have lots of folks who do the snow clearing who listen to the show.
When the entire stack of traffic moves into the left lane at an intersection to get around plow, and then that plow driver decides at the last second to turn his signal on and mash his way into that stack of traffic, hashtag just Winnipeg things.
It's a tough balance when there's snow clearing equipment doing their job because you're essentially trying to determine what they're doing. Are they about to back up? Are they, should I hang back?
Which plow was it? Because some of them have names now.
Yeah.
If it was Grady Oliveira, he wouldn't have moved back into traffic. He would have found the opening.
Or was it Greg?
It could have been Greg.
Or Slosh Morrissey. You got to start telling us which one of these
plows is the culprit.
Crazy. I almost called him Craigie Craig. Crazy Craig. Every Friday with a movie review.
Well, and this one, he promised me last week it was going to be Statham, and I was a little disappointed in the name of the movie. It wasn't about an occupation. It wasn't like Beekeeper. This one's called Shelter, I believe.
Or the mechanic, yeah.
Jason Statham. You gotta love Jason Statham. He's such a wonderful, romantic actor. So caring, so kind. Being able to set a person on fire with a flare gun shows the intensity of the passion and the relationship he has with his weapons.
Agreed.
Shelter, the newest actioner from Jason Statham. 9 out of 11.
Wow.
It's Jason Statham. His name is Mason. He was a former MI6 assassin, and his boss pissed him off. There's your basic synopsis. Ass kicking ensues.
Yep.
Also, be on the lookout come March. There's a female version of Taken coming called Protector with Mila Jovovich. And I'll talk to you again next week. Crazy Craig. Peace.
Okay.
That's a name from the past, Mila.
Yeah, like a female take
Ass
on
kicker.
Taken.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, interesting.
I'll check that out.
Statham, the other part of the recipe is there's a child to protect.
Always.
Right? In the movie. So I'm all in for Shelter. 9 out of 11. It's funny. Usually when I hit the guide and it gives you the star power of the movie, it's not getting 9 out of 11, the Statham movies, but I'm all in anyway.
These action movies, though. That's what's good about Crazy Craig. He has an appreciation for these action movies. Okay, Vinny, Dr. Hockey, like a lot of people, was not happy with that Jets game last night and how they played, and he had to pick up the phone.
Dr. Hockey here. I have to respond on the Jets loss. They got to make changes, which they probably won't. I just don't believe they will. I hope I'm wrong. But they got the same system year after year after year. Those are facts, too, so it's too bad about those Jets. Sloppy on their passes. Hellebuck's not really playing that good.
Hellebuck.
It's got to be his worst year. I don't know. Well, last year he didn't play good in the playoffs. Let's be honest, he didn't play good at all. So, anyways, maybe the next century they'll finally get it together. Who knows?
It is stunning. Like you go from the President's Trophy to where we're seeing the Jets this year. I know they lost Ehlers, but and you can throw Toronto into that blender too of a stunning, disappointing season.
That's where Dr. Hockey comes in handy, though. He knows the talk in Toronto is enough to cover the coverage across the country. He just localizes.
Yeah.
I want to say supporting local, but he's not really supporting.
But whenever you see him on the Sportsnet panel, he does a great job, Dr. Hockey. He's really good. Him and Elliot Friedman. Yeah.
It's the stats he brings.
Can you imagine? Let's wrap with the hooligan. Not a fan of people coughing all over the place in public.
So Friday went for my yearly physical. My 1 year warranty expired, so I had to go extend my warranty, get another physical. So parents, and this child was old enough to cover their mouth when they're coughing. So, guess who's sick right now? Guess who's got a cough? Oh, I do. I wonder why. Teach your children and we're standing in line. This little child who's old enough to know to cover his cough turns around and coughs in my direction. Like, seriously, I didn't say anything because, sometimes I'm not up for the fight.
Can you imagine the look on his face, though, in that waiting room?
I went for my annual a couple of weeks ago, and the facility I go to, they will still ask if you want to wear a mask. Feel free to wear one in the room, and there was quite a few people still wearing one.
Yeah.
A couple people coughing, and everybody else is still kind of going on. But
Do you get the rubber glove in every physical?
No.
No, not every physical?
No.
I thought it was every physical.
Yeah, it used to be. New doctor.
Huh.
Maybe they've changed the system.
I always ask about it, but because I want to know if that's happening. I want to be prepared.
No, well, it didn't happen this time. I can't answer what your doctor's planning on doing, but trust me, your doctor, you're a little higher maintenance, I think, than I am.
Call him the day before. What does this entail?
I was going to say, my guy hears from me maybe 2 times a year, but that's because he calls for that.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Originally, when the album first came out, it would have been a cassette for me. Appetite for Destruction. That was my favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
When I listened to that tape over and over and over until the my boombox in my basement bedroom ate the tape. So I had to get the pencil, try to fix it. My brother taught me that trick. Everybody knew
and the
that
fold,
trick.
The fold that came from that piece of tape too. You're gonna, when you went to play it back, you're gonna go, oh man, will that get pressed out like ironed out when it goes through the rubber again?
And when you fix the tape, it never sounds the same. Like like there's something right, yeah. And so ultimately, you think it's patchwork, and so you wind up having to go to HMV or the Record Baron or whatever your favorite record store was back in the day and buy a new cassette.
No kidding.
But and put it into your little briefcase. Cassette holder. Oh, those were those were the days.
And that was the only time you'd ever use a briefcase.
Yeah,
if it was for your video cassettes.
That's right. 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. It's Philly Joe and Vicky. Vicky's back next week. We're getting some interesting messages on the text line, and you knew we would. Whenever 620, 820, we run the bone phone. And there's always a bunch of reaction, and we got a pretty good one about snow clearing.
Well, it's funny, too, because on my way into work, part of my area out there in Charleswood, these guys did a wonderful job because they were taking out the snow banks and clearing. And now the curbs are even easy to find now, right? They did a great job this morning.
And that's crucial.
Yeah.
For turning and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we've gotten both on the Boston Pizza text line, but this one made us crack up. We in the machines and plows don't really care about the feelings of people driving around us. We get in our lanes when we need to because none of you a-holes will ever let us in. So good.
What do you mean you don't care about my feelings? Come on.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center. Here's what's trending
with Philly Joe and Vicky.
Just gonna say it. Scrolling's not the same without Vicky. Like, I do my best, you do your best, but she's tapped in.
Oh yeah.
We'll do it. We'll see.
Later in the show we always do. What did you learn?
Yeah.
Mine starts with scrolling. It's like an early lesson, before class really starts.
But I dug deep. I saw this actually on the guide yesterday, Crave, and I can't believe it sort of slipped through the cracks for me. There's a new Game of Thrones spin-off show that's on Crave right now, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I was going to ask you about that. It's an HBO show, too.
That's right, yeah, based on one of George R.R. Martin's novels. It follows Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire roughly 100 years before the original Game of Thrones. I haven't looked at Rotten Tomatoes or the reviews, but I'm going to check it out this weekend for sure because I'm a throner.
That's a lot to live up to. What's the guy's name? The Tall?
Yeah, Duncan.
The Tall, if you come into that family as small baby and you're wondering, what are we going to go here with 5'8", 5'9"? That was tall back in the day.
Could always be an ironic nickname, too, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
tiny.
In this guy's case. Some other things debuting this weekend. Miracle, The Boys of 30. I mentioned this earlier this week. That is on Netflix as of this weekend. Documentary about the Miracle on Ice. The Grammys this weekend, hosted by Trevor Noah. That's Sunday night.
Remember, we talked about this about a week or two ago. Neil Young getting honored not at the Grammys, but over the weekend at one of those industry dinners. And Ozzy Osbourne getting honored at the Grammys on Sunday. Special performance. Remember, we talked about this. Guns N' Roses member Slash and Duff McKagan. Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith.
Who's doing vocals?
You got. It looks like Post Malone is going to be one of them. That'll be worth the watch. If not on the show Sunday, that's going to go viral.
You got me in now. I want to see that. Yeah, for sure. And then, Joe, The Rise of the 49ers, a documentary debuts on AMC on Sunday.
I can't wait on Sunday night. No,
Write that down.
AMC has been getting into this documentary run too, right? And they do well with what they've produced out there too. I'm interested to see that one. I love the Netflix one about the Dallas Cowboys just because of Jerry Jones. You got to watch it. He's such a character.
Because Jerry Jones is such a crazy billionaire. You've been bugging me to watch that one. I will. Yeah.
But yes. I'm in with you. I had the Grammy story. That was what I was going to talk about, Ozzy, but you were all over television this weekend, and yet the ironic thing is you've got hockey all weekend. You won't be watching any TV. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
That's scrolling.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Getting ready on a Friday night, couple of beers in the shower.
I love that, though. 7 o'clock, time for a party, but we can't show up till 9 should have been the next line.
Ever. You can't go that early.
A lot of love for that song on the Boston Pizza text line. Great request from Chris.
What you do is you go to your buddies. You got a pregame.
Yeah.
You have 5, 6, 7, 8 or so, and then you go to the party around 10. 10?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with a social. Most people, social never, it's friends, close friends and family until about 9:30.
Well, yeah, it's the friends that are helping you set up the hall and your family because by 10 o'clock they're leaving.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. So, and a lot of older relatives who want to get the hell out of there. And
because it starts getting a little loud for them.
They go have a few chips and a couple of rums.
Yeah.
And, right. Once it starts getting loud and all the young guys start hanging around by the bar, I always love that. My buddies and I, it's always right by the bar. Because you don't want to stray too far from where you get a drink from.
Depending what nationality you are, too. It would depend on how much family is there setting up the meal for 11 o'clock. They're busy bees in the back getting everything ready. And nowadays, you find a lot of cooked food at these events, not just sandwich meat and such.
Socials have come a long way.
Yeah, man.
Let's be, you're right about that. The food used to be straight up. If you were having a social, there's nothing to think about. It's cold cuts, cheese, pickles, rye bread. Done. Boom. That's out of the way. Now, pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken fingers.
Sure.
Yeah, everything.
And never mind the lineup for the auction items. You got to have a small business loan in some cases or a line of credit, because they're packaged, right? Oh, the golden ticket at the end.
They've created it where when you walk in, if you say no, you feel terrible.
And it's the shame.
And it's you're exactly right. It ain't cheap anymore. And they're giving away giant 55-inch TVs.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, from some big prizes, sometimes trips whatever it is, but you buy those tickets going in, and they're packaged for you now, right? Would you like the golden ticket package? Okay, that's $100. You know what I mean? But hey, the social tickets still only cost you $10.
$10. To hell with it. If you're having a social this weekend, let us know. We'll give you a shout out.
Yes.
762-555. Name games coming up.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Shut up with your names.
Hey, what's your name? You've got a name so you can play this game.
The Name Game. Brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort.
It's a game about names, I guess.
Damn right it is. 780 City, 780-2484. We need a contestant. Vicky's away this week, so we'll see if we can't pick up a dub without her.
Oh, that's going to be tough.
It is.
Yeah.
Like less questions. Do you want to throw in a third question then, Joe?
I could, I guess. Yeah, you?
If I think of it. I'll have to think of it. I only wrote down 2.
Okay, I will say in about 25 minutes, your shot at free Megadeth tickets. That show, just over a month away, I guess, end of February.
Free tickets.
Free.
7:45. Let's pick a contestant here. Good morning, City. Would you like to play the world-famous name game?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played before?
No.
Okay. How old are you? That's one of the key questions that we enter into our database. Off to a good start. How old are you?
I'm 38.
30 years old. Might be having a bit of a connection problem, but we'll work through it. 30 years old.
Sorry.
So a young
38
buck.
years old.
Oh, 38. 38. So
Yeah, sorry.
No worries, no worries. You sound like you're a hardworking guy. So we'll get out of here. I'm going to ask a few questions, and then Joe's going to hit you with a few questions, and then we'll guess your name, okay?
Jake, sounds good.
Do you delete your text messages on a daily basis? I know Joe does this.
You're asking me this? No, I don't.
You don't delete
No.
all your texts that you've had that day on a every day kind of thing. You probably have lots in there. Yeah, okay. Have you ever broken a bone, like an injury, had a cast on?
Oh, yeah.
You have. Anything specific you want to talk about?
Jeez. Again, start finger, arm, orbital,
Oh.
nose a couple times.
Orbital.
Jeez.
The orbital
Orbital,
bone.
yeah, that one sucks.
What do you got, an MMA career on the go? You play? Are those sports injuries?
Amateur in the younger days.
Okay.
Yeah, bar MMA fighter.
Oh, all right. Look at this guy.
Did you win most of them?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You got to go with that now.
Yeah, yeah.
As later in life, the story changes.
Who's going to sit there and go, most of them I lost?
But an orbital bone, wow.
Okay, I got sort of a bonus question in there with what he, sort of a little bit of his past there, Joe. So you go ahead.
I'm not even joking, but if you look at my pad of paper, my first question was worst injury you have ever dealt with. You and I were on the same page with that.
Oh,
Let's see
really?
if we are with the name. Phil in the news was talking about the CRA. We're getting close to tax season. What's the most you have owed the CRA or recovered, like back from the CRA?
Most I've owed is probably about, I'd say like $800-900.
Oof.
Most I've gotten back is about $500-600.
Yeah, it always seems to work that way, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The received is back. 38 years old. Favorite movie you've ever seen?
A good Departed.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, very good.
And with dry skin season, which part on your body itches the most? The one that you got to scratch the most?
Oh, my ass.
Your ass. Yeah, that's tough. You got to be discreet about that itch, too.
Well, it depends. You said he's a hard-working guy. It's barely any time to scratch your ass, and you work that hard.
Okay. I'll go first here. I think you're a Tim.
No.
How about Sean?
No.
One more before I pass it over to Aiello here. I'm going to say a Brendan. I guess Brendan a lot.
No.
Jamie came to my mind today.
No.
The other one that came to my mind was Kevin.
Nope.
And I'm going to go with Rich.
Nope.
Okay, would it be an old school name or a newer name? You know what I'm talking about? Like a Riley kind of newer name?
No, I'd go with an older school name.
Older school
That's what I
name.
was thinking.
Ben?
No.
Chris?
No.
Anything close so far?
One was close.
Oh, which one?
I don't want to say it. That's going to give it away.
Oh, what? We got to know which name was close.
Is it Steven?
Rich was close.
Rich was close.
Rick.
No.
Well, Dick's been a topic this week. It's not Dick. Rich.
Does that mean it starts with an R?
No.
Oh.
You got me. You got me.
No, wait.
You got one more? You figure you got one more in
what's
you?
close to Rich?
I've got nothing.
I hate to do this. We're going to have to wave the white flag. What do you got?
Mitch.
Mitch! Oh!
Well, we needed Dr. Seuss in here today.
Now that you say it, you totally
Mitch.
sound like a Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch is a great name for you. We can feel it.
Mitch,
Well-
sound like it's sore day to day with all those broken bones. I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for playing the name game.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
The completely useless question.
The completely useless question.
Useless with a capital Y.
So useless.
Brought to you by Midtown Ford.
Megadeth tickets on the line this morning. 780 City, 780 2484. Joe has the question.
40% of people say they have eaten this at home without anyone knowing.
So you eat it and nobody knows?
Yeah. 40% of people say they have eaten this at home without anyone knowing. What have they eaten?
Do you want people not to know? Is that
I guess that's why you're doing it.
okay?
Because no one would find out.
Good morning, City. For Megadeth tickets, do you have a guess?
Good morning. Is it ice cream?
It's not ice cream. It's a good guess. Ice cream.
You eat it at home without anybody knowing.
Mm-hmm.
780 City, hello.
Good morning. Can I have a lifeline, please?
Yeah, you sure can. Me, obviously, because Vicky's not here. Sorry, there's just a really funny, I'm not going to read it, but there's a really funny text message guess that will stay.
I'm sure.
Yeah, no, but I'll go. Here. You have eaten cake.
Not cake. No. Another guilty pleasure.
Yeah, once cake shows up in your house, like you just keep, like one of those
Yeah.
deep and delicious cakes.
Yeah, you can still find them.
You don't, and I don't cut myself a piece. I just get a big spoon and just eat
It
it right
comes
out
in
of
a tin.
Yeah.
Always a fork for me, but same idea. It's in a tin pan for a reason.
That's right. Don't need a plate. Good morning.
Hey, this is Carter from the Flop. Oh, is it eating peanut butter from a jar?
It is not, Carter. Great answer.
Yeah, that's a great guess.
Great answer.
Thanks for playing. For Megadeth tickets, question this morning, Joe, is
40% of people say they have eaten this at home without anyone knowing.
Hi, City.
Hey, is it Halloween candy?
It's not Halloween candy.
That stuff
Nope.
lingers like for months.
Yeah.
Because the kids
Yeah.
get so much.
I mean, we're down to the nitty gritty in my house. There's probably like 2 or 3 pieces left, and it's.
You look at them every day like,
Yeah, I know. No, it's either the date now or just nobody even wanted the brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm not sure if this was guessed, but I'm going to say dog food.
Yeah. 40% of people say they have eaten pet food at home without anyone knowing, because I guess it's like, oh, I'll try this just to see if it's any good. Like a biscuit or something. I don't know. I want to believe it was a biscuit and not, out of a can, because
I was
that
just
stuff
gonna say,
looks kind of gross.
Please tell me it's not Alpo. That wet dog food or cat food. Like, wet cat food makes me want to vomit. Like, as soon as you open that can.
100%.
Oh, my.
But could you handle a biscuit, like a treat that you give to a dog?
I try everything once.
See? There you go. You'd be in that 40 percentile.
Who's this?
It's Ernie.
Way to go, Ernie.
Congratulations, my friend. You got Megadeth tickets. How about that?
Right on.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
What time do you get up every morning, Joe, as far as I'm interested in how much sleep you get on a daily basis? Like average, do you know about an average?
On average, I get about 5 hours.
Okay.
And I only know because my CPAP machine will record how many hours you get.
So it actually tells you.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
A smartwatch will also tell you.
Yeah.
How much sleep you're
You know
getting.
what? It's funny. I can't wear a watch when I sleep. like something on my wrist, I can't. I have to take it off. So
I started wearing it initially when I first got it just to see how much actual sleep I get.
Yeah.
And then you're right. Because I can't get all the notifications to turn off and then it's buzzing on my wrist.
Woo! What happened there? Yeah.
But I like that your CPAP tells you. Didn't you tell me earlier? The reason I'm asking is I feel like you told me earlier this week that
I got 3.5.
3.5
one night,
hours.
yes. But I account for if I do get a nap in the day. So on average, I'm getting about 5 hours of sleep a day.
Because you tried it,
it'll be broken in most cases because I go to bed late.
I'm with you. I try to get at least even just a 45-minute to 90-minute nap.
You know what, man? I used to laugh. Because I'd be coming home, and if my dad was home before me, and he'd be sawing logs on the couch, and he'd say, "Yeah, just gonna have a little siesta for about 10, 15 minutes." I go, "What good is that?" Right? Like we'd be waking up like at noon, right, or kind of thing. But man, it makes sense.
Oh yeah,
it's just a recharge.
Yeah, and the older you get, the more I now get it. You're exactly right. Watching your dad, especially dads, just fall asleep while they're trying to watch the news.
Mums never
TV.
had a chance for a nap.
They're too busy.
Yeah.
I wonder, I wonder how many people are in your shoes though with the 5 hours. That's about 5. I would say I'm about 4, 5, 6 in that area. 4, 5, 6 as well. Probably 5 a lot of nights. Just because some nights you can't get to sleep. And when you have to get up between 3:30 and 4 in the morning, you got a gun to your head. And sometimes it's like, oh man, you're staring at the clock at midnight.
My night is usually probably about 4, and I'll get an hour in the day if I can. But yeah. Some people are weighing in right now at 10, 8. Apparently 7, 8 is the healthy number.
Yes.
I'm not living long getting 4 hours of sleep.
They say
said.
it's not good. 5. No. We got someone saying 5 or 6, but I think
might be more common than we think.
I would say so, honest to God. And then on weekends, does that ever feel good?
But you get up, you get interrupted sleep. You'll take a little walk. There's no exercise in my sleep pattern.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicky.
No football this weekend. Super Bowl goes next weekend. Jets play tomorrow afternoon. And just because someone asked, why didn't we do the lock of the week? We had planned to, but there was the odds for NHL games. They don't put them out. It's hard to find them the day before. So we were like, well, what are we going to... There's one NHL game tonight.
There's one tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Take the Jets.
Take the Jets.
That's it.
Joe
My
will
philosophy in 2026.
Never lose faith, Joe.
Bets on the Jets. There's your hashtag. I will say, there's also the WWE Royal Rumble tomorrow afternoon for wrestling fans.
Okay.
That's one of their big premier live events. And and you can bet on wrestling on some sites, depending on where you're betting, if it's overseas or something.
Scotty's Tournament of Hearts.
Wow.
You can bet on that. That blew my mind. I wasn't aware you could do that.
All 3 Manitoba rinks. You've got Laws and Peterson that are both 8-0. And going into today, Team Anderson representing Canada, 7-1.
Pretty good chance we're going to get a Manitoba final.
Very good,
right?
At least in the playoffs.
Sure. 40% of people say they've eaten pet food at home without anyone knowing. And I don't know if that's a mistake or if it's a dare or if you just didn't have a lot of food in the house.
Or curiosity.
Oh, that wet dog food, though, or cat food. I think I
get better off with the dry, the biscuit or the kibble or whatever they call it, right?
And I could eat the wet dog food if I had to, but the wet cat food? No. No chance.
No.
When it comes out of the can.
You know what's funny? I had a cat named Morty years ago. And if I opened up a can of tuna to make a sandwich for myself, he would yelp and yelp and yelp till you gave him some tuna.
Yeah.
Why every time I open up a can of cat food, he never yelped? That's a question I still don't know the answer to.
Because Morty could smell it, and just like us, he was like, you're going to feed that to me? Snow and wind coming tomorrow. I guess we'll see just how miserable it gets. Could be 5 centimeters, according to Weather Network.
Yeah, visibility could be the issue tomorrow. Those winds could be gusting to 70. So if you're hitting outside the city, you might really feel that.
Hopefully it doesn't get so so bad where teams have to, like hockey, sports teams and,
Yeah.
and such have to start canceling. Crazy Craig gives Statham's new movie a 9 out of 11.
Shelter.
Yeah. he
Same
says it's good.
recipe as all the other Statham movies. He's overqualified for any job he ends up having, but that qualification is usually a set of skills that usually kill people.
It's been the same template going back like Charles Bronson.
Okay.
They all have the same one of their family members gets kidnapped or killed, and boom, here comes the revenge.
And they've never changed their look. Like, there's no wig, there's no toupee,
don't
there's
need
and there's still the same amount of growth days. No, Jason, just come as you are and start shooting.
Once you figure that template out, like, what a career you can have.
The voice is about the same low key, like Dolby Audio can't even improve the voice. He's just very quiet. He just kicks ass.
And the Grammys are Sunday night. We're all looking forward to Ozzy Osbourne getting honored. You kind of gave some details.
A tribute.
Yeah, tribute.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So be very slick. Well, you know what? If you don't watch the Grammys, don't worry. That we'll get that tribute up at the 92.1 City socials.
We
for
might,
sure.
be able to get some audio for you for sure.
And that's what we learned.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.